It's Friday, January 1st, 2016. Happy New Year, and let's talk about what happened this week over at xdadevelopers.com. In some excellent news, we have a new little addition here in the Keys household, which is why I've been a bit absent from social media lately. Moving on to the news though, Elephone is launching the new P9000 and P9000 Lite in a slightly different way. They're selling discount codes, which can be used next month when the actual phone goes on sale, as well as VIP memberships with discounts, promotions, and affiliate links so that you can get a free P9000 if you count paying $100 for that VIP membership as getting a free phone, once you share that and people start actually buying it with your affiliate link. The specs on the P9000 phones look pretty interesting at the price point that they're proposing, especially if you put one of their discount codes on top of it, so it might be worth a look. Blaboo is working to keep themselves in the news after their previous announcement of a phone with a sapphire screen. Now they've announced the Xfire 2, a phone with 3 SIM card slots. Not exactly useful where I'm located, but I'm sure there are people in other parts of the world who would love to take advantage of 3 SIM slots, and it's only going to be $70 when it launches in January. HTC has launched another new device, the One X9, exclusively in China, with some mid-range specs, including the MediaTek Helio X10, and it's going to retail for the equivalent of $370 US. Le TV has announced the Le Max, which is going to have a ridiculously large 6.33-inch screen, the Snapdragon 810, 4 gigs of RAM, and either 64 or 128 gigs of storage. It's supposed to launch sometime mid-January 2016, exclusively in India, and we're not sure on the pricing yet, but other than that, it looks like a pretty decently interesting device. A new augmented reality app showed up on the Google Play Store that combines your phone's camera with the screen of an Android Wear device to create a simulated Marble Labyrinth type game. It's ad-free, it has no in-app purchases, mainly sort of a proof of concept, but actually working. I tested it out briefly on the OnePlus X earlier, and it worked surprisingly well with it. It definitely goes a long way to show some of the things that are possible when you combine different emerging technologies. Moving on to device updates, Xiaomi has announced that they are testing Marshmallow for the Mi 3, Mi 4, and Mi Note, and along with that, they're bringing along MIUI 7, and that should be released sometime soon, actually any time now. In the article from Gizmo China, they make it sound like it's only a beta update though, so that there will be a developer version and then a stable version coming over the air a few months from now. So you may want to think about it before running the update, but who am I kidding? It's XDA. You guys are going to just mash that OTA button for all it's worth. Speaking of beta testing though, Huawei is apparently doing a test of Android 6 for the Honor 7 in India. All you've got to do is register your IMEI in a Google Drive form to apply yourself for the update, and the final release of that should come sometime in January or February. Motorola has started rolling out Android 6 to the unlocked SIM-free 2015 Moto G in US and Canada. They also released the Android 6 kernel source for the 2015 Moto X Pure and the 2014 Moto X. Flashable files of Marshmallow for the LG G3 D855 have been captured and made available in the forums, so if you just can't wait on that, links down below. An unofficial build of CM13 is now available for the ZUK-Z1 thanks to XDA senior member Mr. Coldbird. XDA senior member Wordy100 ported Windows 10 over to the Nokia Lumia 920 thanks to WP internals, so if you've got that device and you want to check out some of the new Windows 10 features on it, head on over to the forum thread. XDA recognized contributor Arter97 figured out a way to root the beta build of Android 6 on the Galaxy S6, but keep in mind that you aren't going to get any more of the updates to the beta after you root it. You'd have to actually flash back to stock and then come back to the beta. But to go along with that, the Xposed framework is now available for Android 6 on the Galaxy S6 beta. XDA senior member System Malika made a guide showing you how to upgrade to Android 6 concept from Sony for the Xperia Z3 Compact, also including info about rooting and installing Xposed. Chainfire has been super busy, releasing updates for both CF Autoroot and the beta of Super SU this week. CF Autoroot now has support for over 300 device models, and Super SU beta has been updated to version 2.65, fixing some of the Nexus device issues, as well as some issues with systemless root. And to wrap things up so I can get back to spending New Year's Eve with my family, 5 other videos were posted to XDA TV this week. We were busy guys. I did a video about the TronSmart Titan charger, along with starting up a giveaway of 30 of them. Then I reviewed the top 5 news stories of 2015, and then TK talked about the top 5 Xposed mods of 2015, and then he showed his top 5 must-have apps of 2015. And he wrapped it up with a review of ChromoROM on the Nexus 6P. Actually, one last thing I almost forgot. CES is going to be coming up this next week. Unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, new baby, I'm going to be completely unable to be there. However, TK is going to be there. there on site on behalf of XDA, so be on the lookout for a lot of content coming out of him and XDA as far as that's concerned. He also mentioned there may be the possibility of doing some live streaming, hangout type things from there, so keep an eye on XDA's Twitter as well as TK's Twitter. I'll try to remember to put a link down in the description about that as well for more updates about CES as they become available. But you know what? That's going to be about all from me for today. You can find the links to all of the stories that I talked about down in the video description as usual, as well as the links to my YouTube channels if you want to see what I am up to. Daily vlogging stuff I've been doing for several months now. You should totally check it out. Baby stuff. It's adorable. Remember though, if you like this video, please do leave us a thumbs up below the video. We definitely appreciate it. And subscribe to receive all of our videos when they become available. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.